whispers secrets only the lonely understand. Tonight, it speaks of rain and a promise left glistening on a rooftop. Spider-Man watched the downpour blur the city lights, each drop a tiny mirror reflecting the sorrow in his heart. He remembered Supergirl standing there, her cape billowing like a heartbroken sail, her words lost to the thunder. A promise to meet, a promise broken, or so it seemed. He hadn't seen her since. Doubts, like tiny spiders, spun webs in his mind. Had he misread her? Was her smile just a courtesy, her laugh just a melody played for someone else? He pulled his mask tighter, as if to hide from the rain, from the truth, perhaps. The wind carried a faint scent of sunshine and distant stars, a scent that always reminded him of her. He remembered once. She told him about Krypton, a world lost, a promise shattered long before she arrived on Earth. He understood loss, the kind that claws at your insides, the kind that paints the world in grayscale. Maybe, just maybe, something terrible had happened. Maybe she was grounded. One night, perched atop the Chrysler building, he saw a blur of crimson and gold against the storm. Supergirl. She hovered, a radiant beacon in the gloom. Neither spoke for a long moment, the only sound the relentless rain. Her eyes, usually bright and boundless, held a shadow he knew all too well. I couldn't, she finally whispered, her voice barely audible above the wind. There was a breach, a containment. I had to fix it. She looked away, shame painting her cheeks a faint rose. Spider-Man felt the tension bleed from his shoulders. It wasn't him. It wasn't a rejection. It was duty. An obligation as heavy as his own. He reached out hesitantly and touched her hand. Her skin was cold, but her grip was firm. I understand, he said, and he truly did. He had missed dates, ignored calls, vanished into the night countless times because of his own responsibilities. The weight of the world, it seemed, pressed down on them both. They stood there for a while longer, hand in hand, watching the rain wash over the city. The broken promise hadn't been a deliberate lie, but instead a sad testament to the burdens they both carried. A small act of forgiveness took root, and the first glimmer of trust resprouted in his heart. Later, as the storm began to subside, a sliver of moon peeked through the clouds. Supergirl turned to him, her eyes filled with a quiet vulnerability that made his heart ache. Thank you for understanding. He simply smiled, a tiny upturn of his lips beneath the mask. No words were needed. He knew, with a certainty that transcended doubt, that this was a connection worth fighting for, a promise worth keeping, even if it sometimes got lost in the rain. He knew this broken thing, this near miss, was closer than he would let himself assume, and he was more than ready to fight for it. The night exhales, and the city dreams. Sleep now, love slowly, and remember, even broken promises can blossom in the quiet dawn.